I think something that Scott really helped with a lot was kind of giving me peace of mind. I feel like having that clarity and speaking with him, he gave me patience because, you're trying to rush through this. You're thinking about many different things. You're talking about the GMAT, and especially during the COVID, do I have to waive this? What other considerations are you think about? And navigating this difficult terrain where you're hearing a bunch of people applying and it just sounds so overwhelming at times. He gives you that time to kind of take a step back and realize the high level of like what's going on. And after kind of giving me that, it helped me tangibly craft my personal statement, decide on who to ask for my recommenders. And having him help me get me into that mindset really helped me shine through because I wasn't sure what I wanted to portray, but he's like, you need to be more concrete, get these X details, get this Y information. And he was able to really bring out the most I was able to offer. And I really think that that was a value add in such a competitive application process. I think something that I kind of went in with at the beginning was my brushstrokes were way too broad. I was like, well, I kind of want to get involved in this. I want to get involved in this. And Scott just called me out and he said, hey, you need to be more detailed or else they're just going to read through this and be able to see that you're just copying and pasting these things. And I was like, that's a good point. And so he was able to bring out the more detailed notes that I needed to really have it shine through. And actually, after I got accepted into my school, the admissions director reached out to me personally and said, I really enjoy reading your personal statement. And so I really have to give Scott a lot of credit for that because he was able to craft that in an organized and methodical way. The best advice I got actually was when I was doing my recommendation letters. One of my recommenders, her native language is not English. It's Spanish. So I was like, well, once she writes the recommendation letter, what do you think that me and you, Scott, we just tweak some things, kind of make it sound more organized, more professional? English is not our first language. And I want it to just be awesome. I want everything to be great. I want everything to be succinct. And he was like, well, actually, they have these applications now that are able to tell if you're able to mess with the wording and stuff. And these admissions people, they don't really care about how organized the language is. As long as they're able to portray you as a person, it doesn't matter what their diction is or what their syntax is. If they're able to have you shine through, that's what matters. At first, I was kind of curious because you have a bunch of different organizations that kind of offer the same thing. But I was like, well, Scott seems like a very well-read person. He has, a lot of experience. And after kind of working with Scott and all the other individuals that helped me throughout this process, I quickly realized that this is not his first rodeo, and he knows exactly what to say, how to say it. And my impression with him was everything was very organized. He was on top of it. He was responsive. I know he's a very super busy guy, but he is able to make time for you when you need it. He's able to answer those tough questions and help you navigate, who should I reach out to for this? Should my GMAT be that? All these different burning questions that you have. And really at the end too, when my application was sent, you're in that waiting period, he gives you that peace of mind where, just positive thoughts. You've done the best you can now. In case you're really unsure about certain things, you can reach out to maybe this person. And he just gave me a lot of avenues to pursue, and kind of working with him from beginning to end, I just felt like he really took care of me. I just recommended Personal MBA Coach to one of my good buddies, one of my best friends. I recommended him because I felt like he really was sincere and caring about the work that he did. And that's kind of what you want. You don't want to be working with somebody who's like, well, I just want to collect your fee. And then, you get in, you don't get it. It's like you really felt like you had a companion with you throughout the process, just guide you and hold your hand sometimes when you needed it. And I really appreciated that. I really think that the money, it's worth it. You might have to pay a little bit more, but they're willing to get you to where you need to be professionally and personally so you can, put your best foot forward. And that's what's important, because if you're investing all this time and your GMAT, getting your recommenders out there and all these things, you don't want to cut any corners. And I really believe that Personal MBA Coach will get you that last step there and kind of put a bow on it. And boom, you have your gift to your admissions reviewers, and they're going to really enjoy the package that they have. So I really highly recommend Personal MBA Coach. I applied to Cornell University for a master's in real estate. My background is real estate, so I've always wanted to pursue a master's in real estate, and I got it. So excited.